in the first 2 weeks of May, I hit a massive record month. Probably made 3 times what I would normally make in a single month. What the funny thing about this was I'd done it in 2 weeks, and the biggest reason why I think I was able to do it in 2 weeks was due to the fact that I deleted social media. And I know you're probably wondering, how can you tell us because you deleted social media? Because shortly after, I downloaded social media again, right? Just like every single one of us has a social media addiction to some extent. It is so hot, by the way, so if you see me wiping my thing, it's because it's spoiling the head. But like most of us do, we have that social media addiction where we just pick up the phone and we don't really know what we're actually going to look for, and we just keep tapping through things, right? So it looks like deleting Instagram, deleting TikTok, they move over to YouTube, and then you delete YouTube, they move over to Pinterest, then you go on Reddit, then you're like, oh, I'm gonna learn on Reddit, then you delete everything. So I made the decision at the start of this month that I was going to delete every single social media app, and that's what I did. And within the first week, probably the most locked in I've been in a very long time. And then shortly after, I was like, okay, let me get back on social media, start posting, showing results a little bit more, and naturally downloaded social media again. And what I noticed between those 2 periods was, firstly, obviously I made way more money within the first 2 weeks than I have done in the last 2 weeks of the month. Unfortunately, I set myself a massive target, a massive goal for the month. I've got roughly around 4 days left, looking very unlikely, unless someone just wants to give me like 40k, and then we hit the 100k target. But yeah, I think that's the message behind this video. Social media is the problem, and I've always known it's the problem. Like I've known for a long time, but I think the last 2 weeks in comparison to the first 2 weeks of the month highlighted and solidified that for me, because I was waking up, literally pray, meditate, gym, come back, eggs, get downstairs, do work, bang out work from like 9 a.m. all the way to like 6 p.m, come upstairs, do my daily walks, read my book, do a bunch of things, right? And I was sprinkling things in between, going on walks in the middle of the day. To the last 2 weeks has been very laggy, right? I'd wake up somewhat groggy. I wouldn't necessarily doom scroll, because I think doom scrolling was something I always knew not to do for a pretty long time. But it looked like replying to messages, or like someone messaged you about something, or just looking at the highlights that you posted yesterday, or like looking at the story, who liked your story. Like it's little things like that, the natural thing as humans that you kind of want to keep tabs on. And I noticed I was doing that the last 2 weeks, in the sense of I'd post a story like, yeah, you look nice, started losing weight a bit, so looking a little bit leaner, looking a little bit more shredded, and I'll look back at myself, you know, in ones where you're tapping the story over and over again, looking. And it's those little habits that compound and takes your focus away from what you're meant to be doing. And the last 2 weeks has really solidified that for me, that social media and growing has to be different. And it doesn't mean you don't use social media, it just means you don't have it on your phone. And that's the decision I've made right now, in the sense of, once again, I've deleted everything off my phone, and I'm back to the drawing board now. I am disappointed in myself somewhat, because I think I had such great momentum going. If I carried on doing what I was doing the first 2 weeks, just the intensity, the tenacity, how focused I was in those 2 weeks into the last 2 weeks that we've had, I think I could have done something crazy, right? But it's fine, because I think I've proved to myself that we can hit those milestones even in just 2 weeks. Like it's crazy, right? Coming from the mental blocks, the mental barriers that I had to kind of work through more recently, decisions I had to make more recently in terms of like firing people, hiring people, dropping clients, taking on new clients. These are all decisions that I think I was able to make quickly, and with pure logic, no emotion, which is another thing you see with social media, right? When I re-downloaded social media, I started looking at other people's content. I was like, oh, that content looks cool. You look cool in this. And I like that you've done this. I like you've done that. And that's the thing, man. Like, social media is just highlight reels from different people, and it's different people expressing their life in ways that might not align with yours. And I think when you're off social media, you're able to really think, what life do I want to build, right? What life do I want for myself? And you being on social media and trying to build that life kind of models it up, right? You're going in one direction, then you go on social media and then you see a random guy talk about, oh, you should do this, you should do that. And you're like, yeah, you're right, I should do this. You got momentum with this thing. Now you completely pivoted because a guy with 100k followers told you to do something else. And these are all little things that I noticed in the comparison from the previous 2 weeks and this 2 weeks. And it's not like it's the first time that I've deleted social media. I already knew this, but the timing with what I know, where my mindset is, where my state of mind is, where I am with the finances, the tools. I think this has been the first time that I've kind of had everything I needed to absolutely just hit the goals that I want. And it's the first time I can actually model it with what does it look like with social media and what does it look like without. And that's why I'm making this video. If you're watching this video, this is your sign to get rid of it off your phone. It doesn't mean you can't use it on your laptop or on your desktop, whatever it is. Just make sure you don't have it on your phone, right? I think if you want an alternative, if you have an iPad, have it on your iPad, because you're not going to have a big iPad and you're going to be scrolling. And if you do, that's even more of an indication that you're absolutely cooked, right? So firstly, just get rid of this shit off your phone. I'm telling you now, it is robbing you of so much. And I felt it so, like, I genuinely felt it. Like, I was speaking to my friend Noel, and I was just like, I feel like I'm lagging. I'm just lagging. Like, I know what I'm doing, but it's like something that takes me 10 minutes, I'm now doing it in 30 or 40 because I re-downloaded my social media on my phone again. And that's the difference, right? I don't know whether it's just the feeling of just knowing you have something on your phone to go to that kind of takes you off course. But when I didn't have it on my phone, it was genuinely just a case of, I'm not picking it up because I have nothing else to, like, I have nothing to do with it. So I might as well just wake up, do my walk, do my meditation, do my prayer, read my Quran, read my book, do the work that's required to get to this next level, right? Improve the software, improve the agency, do the hiring, review the team, review the performance, review the clients. It's these things that I was able to do with so much efficiency that once I got back on the apps, I was like, damn, this shit's cooking me. So my biggest advice is get rid of it off your phone. Right? Just cold turkey, because you don't need it, right? There is recommendations I would give as well in terms of how can you post, right? So people are like, I need to post on social media. I need to reply to messages. I need to have conversations with people. I need to book meetings, all of these things. My biggest recommendation would be look for alternative apps. There's an app called Metrical. Metrical's pretty good, so I would recommend you actually downloading that and using that to schedule your videos. There's also, apologies about that. Where was I? Yeah, there's an app called Metrical that you can use to schedule all your posts. There is app on your, it's not an app really, is it? It's an extension on your laptop called Beeper, Beeper, and that combines all your messages together so you can reply to people from one platform rather than having different apps to reply from. These are things that I've implemented just to improve all around, to be honest with you. So I would definitely recommend everyone just kind of get rid of the apps. That's the idea behind this phone. The phone is the problem. If you're not getting to where you need to be, or you've not achieved what you want to achieve, it's because you're pouring so much time and effort into this thing. When in actual reality, if you just eradicated everything that's not important left it. Make a decision on where your life needs to go, what you need to do to get to where you need to be, and just do that every single day. You actually get way further, way quicker. Alright, it's not a long one. Hopefully you guys gain some value from that, and I'll catch you in the next one. Get rid of the apps. Focus. I'll probably add links to the tools that I mentioned below. No affiliation, no kickbacks or nothing like that. Just something that I think will be helpful for you guys. But I'll catch you guys in the next one.